Welcome to Cooking Up the American Dream. My name is Martin Mason, and on this show, we're hoping to help you reach your dreams by building a strong financial foundation through cooking. We'll teach smart, money-saving, food shopping tips, combine them with delicious, easy-to-cook recipes, and along the way, share ideas about what to do with the savings that'll put you on the road to a financial freedom, a freedom that is unquestionably the foundation of the American dream. With that said, let's get it! Now, today's show is about how to turn $15 into 6 delicious meals, 2 breakfasts, 2 lunches, and 2 dinners. Not necessarily meant to be eaten all on the same day. Now, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration says the average American spends about $24 a day on food, both food cooked at home and meals purchased outside the home. That's about $8 a meal. And so, in theory, the amount of money spent by 2 people for food in one day would be $48. We're going to feed 2 people for one day for $15, a theoretical savings of $33. Let's make it happen, and along the way, talk about what to do with the savings. Now, every week, I'll find the best deal that I can in my local supermarket, and that's what we'll work with. This week, that was skinless, boneless chicken breasts for $2.49 a pound. I purchased just under 4 pounds for less than $10. I paid $1.99 a pound for asparagus, which is enough for 4 servings, and $3.50 for 8 pounds of potatoes, which is easily enough for 20 servings. Together with a few things I had at home, we'll make 2 delicious dishes of chicken piccata, 2 beautiful chicken cutlet sandwiches, and 2 wonderful chicken. Start with prepping everything, and then we'll move on to what's called in the French cooking tradition, mise en place. We'll put everything in its place, and then we'll get to cooking. So with that said, let's take a look at the prep. We'll start with the vegetables. It's pretty straightforward. I'll wash the potatoes. I'm gonna leave the skins on. I'll dice them into equal sized portions. I'm gonna put them in cold water so that they don't oxidize while I'm doing the rest. Then I'll take the asparagus, rinse it under cold water. I'll snap it and find a place where it naturally snaps, and they say that's where it begins to be tender. So I cut it at that mark, rinse it some more, and that's it. We're done with the vegetables. This is 4 pounds worth of chicken, cost me $10. Now I'm gonna clean this chicken really well. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration says you don't need to because they're afraid you're gonna splash juices all over the place, but I clean up well, so I'm not having it. I'm gonna clean this chicken up, cut off what I don't want, and then we're gonna rinse it really, really, really well. Now you're gonna see here that I clean my chicken with citrus and kosher salt. In many traditions, cleaning meat with citrus and or kosher salt is a religious practice as well as a sanitary practice. The acid from the citrus, lemons, limes, or oranges helps break down the surface bacteria, while the kosher salt pulls out impurities and also brines the meat, making it more flavorful. I let this sit for about 15 minutes, and then I rinse really, really well. We're now going to portion, pound, and season the chicken. You want to try and achieve a uniform size and thickness for much easier and faster cooking times. Now this came with the breast portion attached, which you saw I cut off. We'll save that for chicken fingers. I cut the chicken breast into half, and then in half again, the thicker side, so that I have 3 uniform sized pieces. Now I'm going to pound the chicken. This is a quart size Ziploc bag with the sides cut off. I put the chicken in, I pound it with the flat side of the pounder. You can also use a pot or a pan. You want to start from the inside out. You want to just flatten it out. You don't want to break it. Be careful. Now you have a more uniform sized piece, about a ½ inch thick. They're all around the same size. We now season the chicken liberally with salt, pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder. And you can be liberal with everything except the salt. You can also portion this into individual sizes and put in the freezer to take and cook out at a later time as well. So we have our sides. We did everything except season it. We have the potatoes, which we washed, cleaned, and cut up. We have the asparagus, which we found the appropriate size, made the cut, rinsed them off, and they're ready to go. They're both going to be seasoned with the same thing, and it's real simple. Just some quality olive oil on both. Salt, pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder. We are going to put some rosemary, fresh rosemary, on 15 minutes through the cooking process. Remember, we're going to do the potatoes first. We're going to get them going in the oven. It's a 425 degree oven. We're going to start the potatoes first. They take around 30 minutes altogether to cook. So we're going to get these started first. And 15 minutes through, we're going to add the asparagus. And in that half an hour that it takes those potatoes to finish, we'll go ahead and cook all 4 pounds of chicken. So we're going to cook the chicken in 2 ways. One is we're going to dredge it in flour and saute it in the pan with a shallow, very shallow, just enough to cover the pan, olive oil, and some butter. We're going to brown that. We're going to put it on the side. We're going to then, for the chicken and waffles and for the chicken sandwich, we're going to have fried chicken cutlet. So that's going to be dipped in flour, patted off, dipped in egg, let it drip dry, and then it's going to go into breadcrumbs. Chicken piccata. Not only are we going to just dredge it in flour, olive oil and butter just to cover the pan, brown it and take it off, but in this same pan, we're going to make the pan gravy. And it's simple. It's going to be olive oil, butter, lemon juice, lemons, capers, and it's a beautiful lemon butter sauce with the capers. Adds just a nice punch of brine to it. So now, let's get the pan going and let's make this chicken piccata chicken happen. So we take our pounded, seasoned chicken breast, dip it in flour, right into the pan with the oil and butter. And for the fried chicken, first we flour it, let it dust it off, into the egg wash, drip it off, into the breadcrumbs. In this case, we're using panko breadcrumbs, but you can use whatever kind of coating you'd like. And that's all it is to our chicken. 3 or 4 minutes each side until it's golden brown, and we're done. Minutes, let's take a look. Our sides will be ready, and so shall our chicken. We said we'd talk about finances and how to use cooking to get your way to the American dream. We're saving $33 here today, just in one day. Listen, the #1 killer, the Dracula of your financial future, the Darth Vader of your financial future, the thing that is most against you being successful in America is the credit card. It's the interest that credit cards charge that will take you out of the game more than anything else possible. So I implore you, stay away from credit cards. If you have credit card debt, use cooking to pay it off sooner than you would normally. Pay it off, pay it off, pay it off. Make it your goal. Make it your driving force to pay down any credit card debt that you have. Believe me when I tell you, it is absolutely killing your financial future. So now, remember, this is the pan that we made the chicken piccata in. So again, the ingredients are really, really simple. It's some additional olive oil. It's a knob of butter, and we'll add more butter at the very end. We're gonna add capers. They're wonderful. If you've never had capers, you've gotta try them. Don't say you don't like capers. You gotta try capers before you say you don't like them. But we're gonna add capers into the sauce, as well as some of their juice. Smells wonderful already. To that, we're gonna add some lemon juice that we already squeezed. In addition to that, we're gonna add some chicken stock. And we're gonna add to that some lemon slices. We're gonna let this reduce. All right, folks, so we're down to the end of our meal. This is $10 worth of chicken. $10. We're gonna make 2, 4, 6 meals out of this. Actually, we're gonna make more. There's just too much chicken here. Go to some fast food place and spend $10, $15 for your dinner when you could have had all of this and fed your whole family. Why would you? The roasted, the asparagus and the roasted potatoes, was that simple? It was 30 minutes. That's how long this all took. So now we're gonna plate. So we're gonna go to some cheese on the bottom here. This is some provolone cheese. One can dress it with mayo. You can do New Jersey style oil and vinegar. But we'll take a couple of pieces of chicken. We'll do some lettuce. We'll do some tomato. We'll hit it with some onions. Next, for breakfast, chicken and waffles, right? And let's give a nice piece of chicken here. Meal number 2. For dinner, we're gonna do the chicken piccata. And we start with some beautiful asparagus. We'll do some potatoes. When we started, I said we do 6 meals. 2 chicken and waffles, 2 chicken sandwiches, and 2 chicken piccatas. We saved $33 today. We're gonna take that $33 we saved today alone, and we're gonna pay that down on our credit cards. Thanks for watching my channel. As I said, $15, we put out some beautiful meals. These meals cost on average about $2.50 or less per plate. That's 5, that's 10, that's $15. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner for 15 bucks. And look how much food we have left, guys. It's not really 6 meals. There's really 8, 10 meals. So really, a meal's costing us $1.50, $2 a meal. No exaggeration, $2 a meal. I mean, look how much food we have left. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Like and subscribe. You want to see more of this? Like and subscribe. $15. Hey, one day we're gonna go for 10. But right now, $15. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It was a wonderful show today. We got it out there. We put it out there exactly as we said. Appreciate you. Love you. Appreciate you. Come on down. We'll do this again. Like and subscribe, guys. We'll do this again. Like and subscribe, guys. We'll do this again.